When it comes to Coinbase, we are well aware that this is a major matter. Currently, the cryptocurrency market is going absolutely bonkers. The bulls and bears are engaged in a tremendous tug of war. The Ethereum ETF has recently received approval. Not to mention how terrible the timing is. Something is very wrong, and investors in Shiba Inu are sounding the alarm. Everyone is freaking out, and it looks like your investments are in jeopardy. Where does it stand, though? Allow me to clarify. Important notice, there has been zero bullishness in the Shiba Inu price movement as of late. In particular, the asset has had a hard time maintaining its value above the level of local support. The withdrawal of large-scale investors or whales from the market shows that it isn't prepared for expansion just yet, exacerbating the current slump. For the Shiba Inu community who had hoped for better times, this is tragic news. The scenario has now become more complicated as the approval of an Ethereum ETF has sent shockwaves across the cryptocurrency industry. The acceptance of the ETF was a major step forward, so there was good reason to be excited. For the first time ever, an Ethereum ETF is available to buy and sell. Unexpectedly, the wave of enthusiasm extended to Shiba Inu as well, with whales reviving their interest in trying to drive up its price. Nevertheless, Shiba Inu has encountered difficulties in sustaining its pace, which is a reflection of the difficulties it encounters in the present market. Recently, Shiba Inu has been subject to heavy selling, causing its price to fall below important support zones. Their failure to keep their position above a certain threshold is evident in their decline. Concurrently, there has been a marked decline in significant transactions, suggesting that major holders are not as active. The future of Shiba Inu's market presence seems bleak due to the aforementioned causes. For example, 82 big transactions occurred in the recent day compared to 341 in the previous week. This precipitous decline indicates that large-scale investors, or whales, are cutting back on their holdings, which reduces the purchasing power necessary to maintain higher prices. Even if there were 82 major transactions, it's still 4 times lower than the high. You can really see the decline. It's like if you go from observing a crowded street to one with hardly any people at all, you can't help but notice the difference. Also, there is a huge amount of volume. With a high of 5.7 trillion Shiba Inu last week, the number of transactions has dropped to 3.36 trillion Shiba Inu in the last 24 hours. This shows that large holders are taking a little break, but it still points to further bearishness. I find this trend to be very intriguing. The approval of the Ethereum ETF occurred only 2 days ago, which is unlikely to have caused market frenzy. So the thrill has gone. What caused the Shiba Inu's price to fall so drastically in spite of this good news? That's a perplexing new development. However, in case you were wondering, I've provided a solid breakdown of the current situation. And what's to come? Trading has not yet begun, despite the approval of Ethereum attempts. Among the many stages involved is getting the market infrastructure ready for trading and establishing the ETF to comply with regulations. The market will not experience the full effect of the ETF approval until these preparations are finalized and trading formally commences. This could be the reason why the Shiba Inu pricing hasn't responded positively to all the hype just yet. Many people were thinking this indeed. Something crucial, though, seems to elude their comprehension. Are you familiar with Grayscale? It was these individuals who dumped Bitcoin worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Several market collapses occurred after the approval of ETFs. The following is an analysis. Bitcoin might be purchased at a discount by Grayscale investors in early 2023, with the discount averaging around 48%. Many investors dumped their Bitcoin holdings the moment Grayscale's Bitcoin was transformed into an ETF due to the steep discount. However, in early 2023, investors might purchase Ethereum at a steep discount of over 60% through the Ethereum ETF. Many Ethereum ETF investors will likely cash out when trading begins for these funds because of the steep discount. Let me break it down for you. It is a very appealing alternative for them since they may buy at a discount and then sell at market value, locking in significant returns. Therefore, it's possible that the whales aren't ready to invest just yet. Reason being, they are bracing for much lower prices. And that's only scratching the surface. We can observe the difference in flows in Hong Kong, where Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are already trading. This method is brilliant since it enables us to examine current data in order to forecast upcoming trends. Ethereum ETFs have only received $17 million in total inflows thus far, in contrast to the $105 million witnessed by Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs. You might say that's about 16% of all Bitcoin transactions. Also, 10% of all Bitcoin ETF inflows are shown on S Investors, the largest derivatives marketplace for you. This suggests that Ethereum is receiving just 11% of the interest, suggesting that the majority of investors are concentrating on Bitcoin rather than Ethereum. While many had hoped that Ethereum would eventually reach Bitcoin's volume, this discrepancy shows that this is not the case. The continued decline in pricing and lack of interest from whales could be due to this mismatch. What would you do if you were a whale and the market's actual performance was drastically worse than expected? I don't understand it. The present lack of investment from significant investors could be explained by their cautious approach, but the unexpected revelation regarding the Ethereum ETF isn't the only thing that has thrown Shiba Inu for a loop. Coinbase is involved, and there's more to the story. Not long ago, news broke that Coinbase, catering to its institutional customers outside the US, had introduced Shiba Inu futures. Many predicted that this news would cause a panic, and it certainly did. Coinbase has this capability already. Coinbase, on the other hand, seems to have been limiting some of its investing strategies to the American market. This indicates that Coinbase has been limiting the capabilities available to some of its users. As a result of this finding, several people started talking trash about Coinbase. Put things in context. Just pretend you've been a paying customer of a service for some time and think you've mastered all of its functions. Then out of nowhere, you learn that certain features were reserved for specific individuals, which makes you feel unwelcome or excluded. People appear to be dissatisfied with this finding due to their perception of being misled or left out of some features. They believe that all users could easily access them. Users become frustrated and disappointed because it makes them wonder if sites like Coinbase are transparent and fair. Coinbase probably has this feature disabled because of regulatory worries. Investors and regulators alike face substantial dangers when engaging in leveraged trading, particularly in the Bitcoin industry. Limitations imposed to safeguard customers from possible damage. Coinbase may be following regulatory requirements to guarantee compliance and avoid risks by limiting access to leveraged trading features. Potential dangers of taking unnecessary risks in investing. The dispute is becoming quite contentious at this point. Regulators' stances on leveraged trading are perplexing, given their tolerance for gambling and other potentially risky or speculative activity. The priorities of regulators and their assessments of risk are called into doubt by this disparity. Some could say that leveraged trading is just like gambling and that it encourages risky behavior and the potential for huge losses. Yet leveraged trading, like gambling, might include some degree of risk. Beyond the losses of individuals, the financial markets might have wider economic ramifications as a result of leveraged trading. Regulators' tolerance of gambling while limiting leveraged trading may seem contradictory to some on an ethical level. Both pursuits, they may say, necessitate a high degree of recklessness and pose risks to both people and society at large. This lack of cohesion among regulatory frameworks raises ethical concerns since it favors some actions above others without providing adequate explanations or taking their possible effects into account. I digress. An immediate 51% increase in Shiba Inu volume followed the announcement that Coinbase will be enabling this new capability. Trading activity surrounding Shiba Inu has recently seen a huge uptick, as indicated by this substantial increase. The Ethereum ETF scenario has added to the general market instability, which may be leaving some people feeling confused and overwhelmed. Anxieties might set in when the future is unclear. Unease with returning to their investments after taking a step back to wait for more definitive signs in the market. So what are your thoughts on the matter? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter. If you're interested in learning more, just click on one of the videos displayed. We have reached the final segment of this video. Please hit the like button and drop a comment down below if you found the video entertaining. When it comes to the YouTube algorithm, this is a huge help. Further, we ask that you forward this video to everyone you know.